All right, thank you, Al. Still to come on Fox 2 News Morning, the threat of Isaac as residents in the Gulf states preparing for the worst. We'll take you live to New Orleans for the latest at 8:20. But first, what's up on the Fox beat, Lee?
Hey, Alan, Gino is a coward. Coward for love. That was his hit back in the 60s. He's making a comeback. We'll talk with Gino Washington. That's coming up in a live conversation on your Fox beat. Then on the 9, the best place to eat at the Motor City Casino and which machine pays out the best at Greektown. We'll have a chat with a gambling guru who knows all about Michigan casinos and can give you the scoop. And then later on, a fun way to express your personality. Meet Detroit, the Detroit company behind these cool rock-so bands. That's on the Big Brown Couch, starting at 9 o'clock. It's one of his biggest hits. Gino is a coward, and his music found a way to break through the racial tension of the 60s. Now local star Gino Washington is launching a comeback. Fast forward 40 years, and now Gino is ready to be in the spotlight again. He joins us this morning in studio. Gino Washington, what's up, man?
Things okay. Thanks for inviting me.
Cool to be back in front of your audience here in Detroit. What up, people? Right?
What's up, dog?
All right. So you talk show host, but first, star singer. Talk about having those hits in the 60s and then trying to relaunch a comeback now. Why come back?
Well, it's I got a lot of fans, you know. I was about 3 years ago. I didn't know too much about the internet, but then I'm looking on the internet and seeing a lot of fans I got all over the world, and they asked me when I'm gonna come out with a new record. So what I did, I went back and got Jeff and Atlantic's, my original band, that we recorded those hit records in the 60s, and we got back together and we said we're gonna start producing some more music.
When you see that young fella right there on the monitor, what do you think when you see that guy turn into this man right here? What do you think when you see those old, some of those old pictures?
I feel blessed. I feel blessed that when I was a kid, I never thought at 13 years old when I started in the business, you know, that these years people are still enjoying my music. And then the greatest thing that really happened to me in my music, sometimes you think about your music, but then when Bruce Springsteen sung Gino's a Coward in 1989, and 2 years ago John Fogerty said I was his favorite artist, that made me feel that I've got an A in the business.
Very nice when some of the biggies have you in their iPod.
Right, yeah, right. So it makes me feel really good.
When you searched the internet and found these the fans, and that you still had the attention and the adoration of your fans, what did that make you feel like? Were you surprised?
I was surprised, but then I was surprised one way, but knew I had a lot of fans because all my old records are classics, and they're very expensive.
Hard to get.
So that made me feel there's demand for my music.
Now talk about coming back on stage. What is it like for you when you're on stage now? I went to the internet myself and saw a more recent performance that you have been doing. Talk about being back on stage.
Well, it makes me feel good because the college kids, they call my music now garage music. Okay, so it makes me feel good when I do concerts, and then the youngsters know all my songs and know the lyrics, so it makes me feel good.
All right, now Keith Washington, also he's a host on the radio.
Correct.
He's a crooner in his own right.
Correct.
That's your nephew.
That's my nephew, correct.
What kind of advice did you give him? Because he has a successful career as well.
Well, I give him advice. A long time ago, I didn't have no one to look after me, you know, who knew the business. So Keith is his own man, but I will suggest certain things to him about his career, you know, and so far he's carrying the torch for the Washingtons, you know, the flag again. So it makes me feel good. In fact, he's going to be in concert this weekend with Charlie Wilson at Shane Park.
Yeah,
so
he's going to be at Shane.
Plus, he has a new record out too.
So competition from your nephew?
No, I'm just happy. Happy that we still in the business.
What do you want people to know about your new record before we let you go?
Well, my new record is called Classic GTO, and me and Jeff Williams decided to record it. It's about a GTO car,
right?
And we decided to go in there and record it because back in the day I wanted a GTO. I never could afford one, so I'll go ahead and write about it and sing about it.
Now you put one on the airways. Congratulations to your success, Gino.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And tell your nephew I said what's up. He used to have a decent enough jump shot, but I haven't played ball with Keith Washington in a while.
Okay, will do. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be right back.